What's up, guys? You might have already seen something go around on the internet. Aquademon made a really cool video of this team here with Doppelganger and Natalia in the old school Osis setup. Yes, Osis. You remember that? We used to use all the time and still use it on like newer accounts. Well, we're back to using it. And we're going to show you a team that is very all over the place. And I'm talking about, we did some hits for like 200 trillion. We've done hits for 4.5 quadrillion. There's so much RNG involved in this, and at the end of the video you'll find out doing something specific makes a big difference. It seems like between that 200 trillion and 4.5, 2.5, in that range, quadrillion. So is she usable? Yes. Is this more of a budget use? It seems like it, because again, you can just use carries. However, we have a very loaded account that we're going to be doing this on here today. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's get going. What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and you might notice, hey Barry, you got something new on your account. Not exactly optimal at all, but very powerful attack value on a Doppelganger Natalia, the new hero from this week. And we got her up to like EX 80. We can't really go any higher than that. We do, however, have a pretty strong tenant house built up. Literally Origin 5 on everything. They're all level 120 Origin 5 as well. And then we also have X levels. We got our Vulcan in here. We got like tons and tons of power getting pumped into this hero. I can show you guys right now, like you guys realize we got like we got like G-Stir, a little suboptimal on the G-Stir. I might actually want to buy a copy. You know what? Hold on. I was watching a copy, I think. Favorites? Oh, it's gone. Hold on. I want to buy this real quick. Since we're here, I want to buy a better G-Stir tenant. We're going to sort by attack as soon as it lets us, because we want to optimize this tenant. Actually, let me set the price max. I know someone in my guild listed one for pretty cheap. At least I think so. Someone might have already snagged it up from the looks of it, though. Maybe not. I mean, there's a few of them. Hey, we're fine. We got what we need for now. It'll be okay. So yeah, we are running essentially at 20 million, almost 20 million here. We got some less than optimal stones on a lot of our tenants. Like we only have like attack, skill damage or something like that. We don't have pure attack stones on them. We have a lot of skill damage here. We have this amount of precision, but we're going to be getting 30 from Star Expedition as well. Pretty much maxed out on our rake. We don't really need any crit whatsoever. We do have a decent amount of crit damage, in which we're going to be getting like, I think 25 or 50, I think maybe, from Star Expedition. And then on top of that, she's going to be stacking a ton of crit damage on herself. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. We even have her core, so there's a chance for her to get doubly buffed between holy damage and crit damage, as well as control immunity offset. Not the best, but I mean, it's okay. And we're actually running control immunity node here because I think that's the biggest RNG on her right now. We only have 37.4% control immunity. In reality, an S tier copy would be the best with like just silence immunity on it, but we need to re-roll this tonight. We have to wait 9 more hours or 8 more hours to get more hammers to re-roll this. We want Giant Killer, Defire optimally, and control immunity. I can't actually remember how much control immunity you can get with it, but if we take a look, where is it at? Right here. We can get control immunity as one of the rolls, and I'm hoping we can get a good one, because that's pretty much the big RNG in this, because what we're doing is an old school Osis cheese method. We're going to try a couple different things here to see what our account can handle. I've done one smash on this because this literally breaks the game. You're going to see it freeze, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make a notepad here. Let me get this going. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to do something safer. I'm going to get one of my lists up here. And what I'm going to do is we're going to keep track of our points, because if we can't see the end damage number, that's going to be a little hard to translate to you guys. But we have a few things. We're going to try the full carry team. We have one elusive mirror, which should be really, really good for us. We do need to run control purify. And I think everything is set up here. Control immunity, holy damage, skill damage. We don't need the precision because we're getting it there. I think we're all set. We're hoping these carries just, you know, get out of here. I don't want one with a copy. I want one with no copy. Do we have one like that? Maybe not. Maybe we have a bunch of 10 stars that we'll test out to see if they're strong enough, because again, there is some RNG in this. So And yeah, we have to activate her core as well. I didn't activate the first hit. We did a 4 quadrillion hit with this team, which is pretty comparable to doing with our Lord of Fear Aspen when he sub 70 or sub 60% in here. So let's jump into this. First off, let's take a look at our points. So our gaming points here. All right, first one we have 4, 6, 2, 5, 8, 7, 7, 4, 5, 0, 7. People said that they can convert this to numbers, so at the end I'll let you guys know if I can convert this out. So we're starting with what, 46 billion points essentially. Okay, that's not too bad to go off of. I think I can manage that. So we do have some additional hits today. We're going to test out all of these if possible. We have to watch to make sure our carries are dying. We are sub 60% now, so this is kind of key for Lord of Fear Aspen, but I got to do the attacks now because it's literally the only time during the day I can record this. So we're going to give this a go. See how this works out. We get an additional 23% control immunity from our aura, which is really nice because we have a lot of dark heroes in here, so that's a nice little bonus here. And really it just comes down to she needs to not be silenced. That is the biggest part. If she's not silenced, she's not getting her active off, which is one of the most important things possible. She's got her core active. Let's go. This is probably, like I said, going to crash out the game here, and then I'm gonna have to do some math with this. Her basic does hit quite a bit here too. So we also have the RNG right there. The elusive mirror does help a little bit. You can see like we get a little bit. Our carries are dying though, which is good. I think we could try the 10-star carries to see if that helps out. We're going to watch her debuffs as well at every round. The only issue is if she gets doubly buffed. You can already see the game starting to kind of lag up on us here. It's actually getting really choppy. See, once you start getting double CC'd is when the issue really comes into play here. You need to get actives in the very end of the rounds. If you don't, that's where your damage is really going to plummet. And see right here, it almost crashed. We need to get actives off. Here's the issue. We're only getting these basics off, which is horrible because, of course, there is that energy drain. Looks like at round 15, we literally ended up crashing. So, wait, it might have recovered. We didn't really get actives off though, which is the big issue. And you can see it can super low roll. That's the one thing that I've noticed with this. It can be extremely bad in this situation if this happens. We might need to tweak it a little bit so that she isn't the target that's getting energy drained every single round. So what we're going to try next is a little different. We're going to try running, I think what we're going to try running is a V3 Ignis. Level 100, we're going to see if the death here, the extra control immunity, makes much of a difference. And then if this doesn't work out, I actually want to try it with a full-blown Ignis to see if the additional energy feeding can help out. We want this one, however, to die off. So again, there's a lot of testing to be had here, guys. I already wrote down my points so I know where we are at. Oops, I need to set up the lineup again. I totally forgot. We need to change. Where am I going? I'm all over the place today. I'm just like, yep. Let's take you out, put you here, and put Iggy, which is this one right there. So that's going to give us the most control immunity possible. In reality, I just really don't care about her gear. We want to make sure she dies potentially as fast as possible. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty solid. Okay, so we can save this here. Let's give this a shot. I'm still going to run the control immunity to see if it helps, because we just really don't want to be CC'd. And let's go back into the boss. Let's use the same lineup. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do some point conversions here. So, oh wait, I forgot. I didn't mean to put the 10 stars in. We figured out, I was like, yeah, the 10-star carries don't actually do more damage, or not damage. They don't revive any faster than the regular carries do, the 5 stars. You have to go all the way up to V3, I believe, to get an advantage there. So we got the 4 carries. Let's get this with the mirror. Okay, now I feel like it looks good. Using the core, yes. God, I'm hoping I'm not messing like a ton of things up here, but you know, it's me. It could happen. We got the team. Let's go. Please don't crash on us. Although I think if it does crashes, that's kind of like a good thing. Okay, so that Ignis dies immediately. That is no issue. The only other thing we could try doing is doing like V3 plus carries to see if they revive faster and help us out. But it does seem like the control immunity is happening. The downside is, of course, the energy drain from the boss really does start adding up here. And so you don't get a lot of actives in the early rounds. It takes a while to build up to an active, if at all. Actually wonder why. Actually, yeah, because he does drain energy at the beginning of every round technically, so we're not getting many actives at all in this setup, which is very interesting. Wonder if the skip battle has like a bug or something in it where it actually works properly. Because yeah, we might get an active at round 15. It's a very slow, arduous process to actually try to get up there. It's lagging a lot. Look at her buffs. You can see how many buffs she has. She hit 413, 828. We got to get, no, we didn't get an active off, and that's the 827 stacks. And again, really, really disappointing damage. Now, I'm sure at this point you guys are probably like, Barry, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So what I'm going to do, let me actually do this. I'm going to shoot over an image. I'm going to show you guys one of the damages we did here, because we did a pretty decent hit. I think it was like that one right there. I think that's that one there. Let me pull that up real quick so you guys can see it as well, because like I don't want to be like this is maybe a little overhyped. We'll have to see. Let's open this in the browser, chuck it over here. Let's change this over to this scene here. This is essentially what we did on one of our smashes. This is the one I actually took a screenshot of, so it can potentially do a lot of damage. It can. Whether it is, though, is a whole nother story. It does seem to be a lot of RNG involved in this right here, so yeah, let's get back into this. Let's try something else. What I want to try is a full V4 Ignis. So essentially what I want to do is I want to remove all this. I want to see if an Ignis can survive with her. If we can get an Ignis to survive with her, that would be amazing. I guess we could even run a candy bar, but I don't know if the survivability is going to be enough in this situation. Like we want her to live in this spot. We might want to just, I guess we don't need to do that. Well, yeah, I do. I need to put the power in right here, because if I don't, then that means we're going to run into issues elsewhere. Because I don't want to use the up system in Star Expedition. I want to use my preset lineups to make sure everything looks and feels the way we want it to. It's actually getting really laggy. The whole client is, just because of that battle there. So we haven't crashed it yet, but I think that's because we didn't do any of our big damage hits. So let's keep going. Let's get her to V4 plus. Honestly, we could probably even like invest more in her if we really wanted to, but at least V4 plus gives her everything here. Gives her more energy feed potentially. We'll try it with the candy bar. But again, it could work. It could. I don't know if it will. This does still sound really sketchy. And it's going to be near impossible getting another hero that has more attack than her to be the energy drain target, which we could try that on one of our attacks. We could try putting like either Mystic Fairy Freya in, or Scarlet Queen Halora, one of them, to kind of do something similar. Let's see how this actually works. I'm skeptical. I'm so skeptical, guys. Our hits have been less than optimal, to say the least. Let's see how this goes on this third attempt now. She's already proccing. I think it's going to be too much damage incoming. Maybe not. She might be able to survive, and if she can survive, that's really good, because we can just, if she can keep healing herself, that's going to be feeding a lot of extra energy into her, which means a lot of extra attacks. She just has to live. Yeah, she's doing a good job. So essentially we're getting like an active every other round at this point, or every third round. No, it feels like every third round is pretty much happening. The only downside is that we're not replicating buffs alone on herself. You can see our buffs are getting way up there into the 50-ish mark, but it's not nearly as good. It does mean she's getting a lot more actives, and her active does punch a lot. She doesn't shield her because, of course, I mean, we're getting up there, 104 stacks. Oh, she does go down, so we're only going to get around 14 active here. I don't know if that was like game-changing or anything, no, to be honest. It just doesn't feel like it. Again, 400 Q. That is absolute garbage. Garbage. Now, here's the last thing I'm going to try. Just hear me out. This is going to sound really weird. I'm going to try skipping the battle. Because the screenshot I showed you was from a skip battle. Everything looks right on this hero, right? There's nothing Nothing funky, nothing weird. We of course have her whole free sublimed out. We got everything. Let's just try a smash and see what happens. Maybe maybe there's just some crazy RNG involved with this, and if there is crazy RNG, then like definitely not worth doing. Like it really, really is not. Maybe if we have a lot more illusion mirrors, it could be good. Let's see. So what? So this is a smash. Oh my god, I gotta tell the guild too. Hold on. Maybe it has something to do with smash. I smash and I get this. What the fuck? What the fuck? I almost got myself swearing on for you guys, but yeah, I mean, it does some decent damage. It's definitely damage up there with Lord of Fear Aspen style teams and Fairy Queen Vesta teams. Like, you gotta remember, we're in that like weird, or we were in that weird dead zone of everything, and man, that really tanked our damage for this one. But I had to give it a try. There must just be something weird buggy between the RNG of it, like what stats she replicates, and of course, I don't know. I don't know. There's so much RNG. We've done 4 trillion or 4 quadrillion. We've done 3.4 quadrillion. We've done 2.5 trillion. We've done 200 trillion. Really weird. So be prepared. There's some RNG into this. We're going to continue testing and try to optimize. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know if you have any recommendations in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time.